How you doing, guys? We're coming back. The last stream was a little bit of just an ending to a chapter, but now we're back. Gold Rush, and the reason why we're playing Gold Rush mainly is because I haven't played it for a little while. According to my save, I haven't played this since August. Even then, I think it wasn't until I may have played this back in July, and it's just I think it may have been the 8th of July. Wow. Okay, it's been a while. And we are. So that's 2341. That's 2340. Oh, they're both the same then. There we go, that one. So we're doing recording series. Even though I'm not recording this, I'm literally just playing it. It's alright, it's all good. So here we go. Gold Rush the game. I haven't played this for a while. I've got to remember how to play it. Because there's Ratty Star. Welcome to live stream, man. How was your trucking last night? Or this morning, because you probably didn't finish until early. How's things, matey? If you like the music, by the way, check out Stream Beats. Harris Heller from Alpha Gaming. All this is free. It's brilliant. And then we're back onto. Oh crap! Have I got to do a clean? I can't even remember if I got to do a clean up or not. No, they're 4%. Okay, we got. Oh, you know when you leave yourself in a situation ages ago and you're not quite sure where you were. That's basically what this is up to. So there's my truck. Okay, I haven't done a clean out yet. That's fine. Doing good, Mr. Mahydroneer. How you doing? I have got to learn how to play this game again though, because it's been a while. Right, cool. Free camera. Let's go. Trucking was good. Didn't finish till 2:30. Ah, dude. Order steering. Did you go for the Thrustmaster? Which is the... I would say that would be like the standard steering wheels that most people would go into. Right, let's get the dozer out. I gotta remember how to. I can't remember how to bulldoze. This is not going to be a fun time. Not for a little while at least. Up. Yeah, there's up. Cyan Plays, welcome, dude. Right. Up. Tilt it up so we don't lose the dirt. You know, this is just awkward. There we go, right. First lot of dirt in. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Sorry about the previous one, matey. It's just yeah, it was just the end of a series, basically. I think I need to start going that way through that wall. Gets a bit narrow down here, doesn't it? Yeah, so 2021's coming to an end. I want to say thank you to every single one of you who turned up to a live stream, who's come in, had a chat, just basically just been there. Really does help. I did one off of Amazon which was around 110 quid. Had this. Okay, so you've gone for a sort of like, yeah, a standard one. That's not bad. End of the day, as long as it serves you well, that's the main thing. So we need to go this way. I mean, need to park sideways. No, my phone's going off. Why are you going off? It's New Year's. But yeah, so I don't know how long this game is going to last me now, because obviously it never gets updated. I only ever play it now and then. I sort of wish it was 2017 again. Main reason is because that's when this game came out. Which is utterly depressing. When you consider this game came out in 2017 and I'm still playing it now. People are still playing this now. They are milking this game to a T. Up we go. Up, 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 up. I got so hooked into the game on. I was, in all honesty, and I even look at it. I look back at it now because I still get the odd comment from people about that one, and I know I was a little bit critical of like trucking, but I didn't mean to be, you know. How long is this trench? Trench goes all the way to the wall, man. All the way to the back. But we're at 251,941 doll hairs. 209 ounces of gold. We're doing alright. And don't forget, I'm playing this on like real time. I play this game from time to time. It's a shame they have not bought it. Yeah. I every time I get into playing this, I always say the same things. It sort of stopped after like season 4. Don't worry, man. You're not alone. I'm always looking for new sort of like Goldie style games like this. There is one coming out soon. I'll say soon. It's one of those games you add to your wish list and you know it's not coming out for a couple of years. It's called Alaskan Gold. And basically it's set in like the 1890s. And you are literally panning for gold in a mountain and like separating rock and bits and pieces. Like, hey, those looks alright. And I could probably get into that. I'm hoping it does alright. But we shall see. Yeah, man, I'm the same. I still watch it as well. I think I'm halfway through season 11. I haven't got around to watching season 12 yet. As a Gold Rush fan, I like this game, but you need new stuff. You know, I want to be able to use a D10. I want to rip the land apart. I want to get a massive dump truck in here, and you know. And I want to change my wash plant. I want it to be like a proper wash plant. Not like the ones that we've got now. Excuse me. I want like Big Red. Or Monster Red. You know? Monster Red would be awesome. Slucifer would be pretty cool. I like Parker's one. Or even just dredging. You know? Tony Beat style. But I've heard tell, and I think it might just be a rumour, but I've heard that Todd Hoffman might want to come back to the series. So that'll be interesting, if he does. And welcome. How you doing, dude? I didn't sneeze. It's a cough. Thankfully, Nvidia's like filter makes it sound like I sneezed all the time. Yeah, it's not COVID. I got tested. I want them to have bought out. I think having different types of claims would have been pretty cool. Like giving us the option to either, you know, go down the route of dredging, or if you want to stay small, you get to go on like a small claim and use a smaller build, that sort of thing, or work your way up instead of literally going from hog pan to all out mass. You know, man, this cough ever. Ian Walls, welcome. How am I doing? I'm doing all good. You know, Christmas is done and dusted. It was nice to get away. I'm going to be completely honest. Like, burning myself out on CMS and getting that season out so I could take some time and not have to worry was ideal. Really was. Do. So yeah, New Year's. There's a couple of games I've got my eye on now. I've got another game to do some series on. So between sort of like next week, there's 2 videos coming out for CMS next week. Gives me about a week and a half to get new videos out for you guys. I have got 1 new game to play, so that's going to be interesting. And then I've got another game to live stream. You've probably heard of it, but it's Project Zomboid. Raptor's playing it like ferociously at the moment. Every live stream I've seen him do over the last sort of couple of weeks, he's been like, yeah, I'm streaming Project Zomboid. So I got that, and it was like £6 in the sale. Don't forget there is a massive Steam sale right now. So go and get yourself some bargains while you can. I almost bought Project Zoo. Yeah, is it Project Zoo? Like Project no, it's like Zoo Tycoon, but it's the same as like the roller coaster one. It's made by the same people. I almost bought that today, because it's only £8. I know it's been out for a couple of years, but it's not a bad little game. And I was like, you know what, this actually could make some decent. It could make a decent video, so I've considered it. But then I'm also sitting there going, well, you know, we're nearly at the end of the year, and there could be more games coming out soon. So, oh, camera, come on, camera. Yeah, I mean, progressing in this game was... Have you got a couple of hours? Yes. Right, okay, so what you can do is you can pan for gold, get enough money out for you to rent a wash plant, and then you can just go full tilt. And you... Well, no, you don't even have to do that. Get the small wash plant, and then dig like 35 ounces of gold, rent out the drill, and drill the plot. And there you go, you've got enough gold to build an entire wash plant within a couple of hours. I think I need to go that way. As you can see, that lump there is where this boundary's off. Yeah, I drilled basically the setup you have up there. I drilled for the whole lot. And then you're done. It's like, okay, cool. There's no way that I can compete with like the leaderboarders though. They just do everything so quick. I watch Splitting 2 every now and then, and his rate of playing this game. I mean, he makes it look really fast, but he's playing it like slow speed, and it's ridiculous how fast he is. For me though, this is one of those games where you just sit back and chill, and you just whittle away the hours doing mindless stuff. Really. Another one, obviously, Hydridsteel 2.0 when that comes up. At the moment, I'm working towards tier 4, maybe buying my own claim. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up... What was my steps on this? Basically, get enough money to go for claim number 3. So you know which one I'm on about. I think claim number 2 is not a bad one, but it's a bit more arid. And then when you go to claim number 3, like most of the gold is all centered in one little area, right in the middle of the plot. And then from there, you move on to Nighthawk, and it's like, I don't know, I'd rather just go straight to Nighthawk, but then that's the route that most people go down. I mean, if you can rent Nighthawk for a year, and you're on that, and you're like, I've got enough money to do anything I want now. But for me, I don't really worry about rushing through this game anymore. Since I played and finished this, and did a massive series on it, I spent hours of my life doing that series, and most of it didn't even make it into videos. And that was the main problem I had, was that I'd spend 8 hours grinding the game, earning a shed ton of money, building up a massive hoard of buckets, and that was like a 15-minute video. I'd spend like 8 to 10 hours doing basically the next section of a video. It was ridiculous. So it was the one problem with making videos about this game. When it comes to making videos about it, it's a pain in the ass. When you're live streaming, it's fine. It's just a nice chill game. Yeah, Drummer. Oh yeah, no. The idea is to drill every map possible. Oh yeah, editing was a pain in the ass, mate. So you would, even with editing, you'd have to play this game for a good 10 hours, right? To do if you go through my series, you'll see like a lot of like, this is my final clear out, this is my final clear out, blah 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 blah. And then if you look at how many buckets I'd done, this entire like gully is over the course of however many live streams I've done. I've played this in real time. So it gives you an idea of how long those videos actually took to make. So when you play for 6 hours, you record for like 25-30 minutes, and then you're done, and that's it. 6 hours worth of gameplay just for a 20-minute video, basically. It's a lot of grinding, really is. And that's why there was a lot of people like Dre who played Dre when he was playing this. If you watch, he spends like some of the video talking right at the beginning of it, and then there's hours and hours of gameplay between his first section and his second section in that video. That's how long it takes to do anything in this game. And that's why live streaming this, if you wanted to do like a live stream and you wanted to be known for just one thing, Gold Rush is ideal. You just spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours doing the same thing over and over again, and it's all good. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be playing this game anymore next year or even after that, because I normally just use it as a Gary Whitfield. Welcome to the live stream. I usually just use this game as a like a stopgap, like between certain things happening and me doing certain things. This is one of those ideal games. I don't know if you've seen. I saw Dre when Dre was playing this. I watched his videos. I didn't watch his live streams, so I know that he'd used like they were literally highlights from the game. It does remind me. I haven't watched any of the. I know it sounds bad, but I haven't watched any of like the bigger like YouTubers for a little while. Mainly because of obviously at Christmas, but I was so stuck in doing everything I've done. I haven't really been able to keep like track of everybody. Because normally I watch like Blitz and Dre. I watch is it MM7? I watch him as well. I just haven't been able to keep up with people, really. Right, let's turn all this crud on. Right, that's all going. And that's all good. I don't watch myself. I do. I watch my videos every now and then. So the reason why I watch my own videos is because I watch them in the analytics screen. For when people disappear or when they drop off or all the other stuff, I watch out for those bits and I try not to recreate those again so people don't go, oh yeah, he's doing that crap again. Yeah, Dre did live streams on Twitch, not YouTube. I think he still does to this day. You should check. Long Hauler 2300. How you doing, dude? Thank you very much for kicking by. Haven't seen you around for a bit, but obviously Christmas holidays enjoys. Is it getting light enough? I can turn this epoxy like. Is that the moon or the sun? All I know is just a bit misty down here. But the only time I really watch my videos now, I used to right at the beginning, like just to, obviously when I was like a much smaller streamer or YouTuber, I used to watch my early videos because I was lacking views, and I thought maybe if I watch one of my videos, that's an extra view, you know. But obviously that's not how this works. Did I have a good Christmas? Yeah, I got away. That's all I could ask for. we've spent the last couple of years, obviously with COVID and what Kerry's gone through and everything else, it's just been a really fucking shitty time, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
So it's just been really, really nice just to get away. It really was. And getting away for Christmas and actually seeing my parents and being with my parents for the first time in a couple of years properly, it was needed. It really was. I had time just to sit there and just go, done. You know, it was a really good decompressing time. Admittedly, my kids were my kids anyway, but it was nice just to not have to think about anything and just to chill. That was the best part about it. Not having to stress, not having to sit in these four walls again. You know, that was the main problem we've had over the last few years. Obviously with COVID and the way and what Kerry's been through, it's been hard on us getting out and actually like socialising with people. It's been really difficult. So it was nice just to get away. It really was. But we're actually going on holiday next year as well. That's amazing. I haven't been on holiday, like a proper holiday, like away from my house or like Kerry's mum or my parents. We haven't been away for as an actual holiday for, I think it's probably been about 15 years for me, properly. Tio Penios, boom! Thank you very much for subscribing, much appreciated, brother. Good to see you, and welcome to the Hybrid Clan, by the way. So yeah, it's actually going to be nice just to have an actual holiday next year. Nowhere special, but I'm not going to be in my house, well, in this flat, and I'm not going to be at my parents' house. I'm not going to be at Kerry's house, Kerry's parents' house. We're actually going away, and that's amazing. Yeah, it was good. How was your Christmases and New Year's coming along? I know we're not quite in New Year's, but people might be starting early. Or if you're Australian, it's already January. So welcome to the future for all those people who are in Aussie land. We need to do two more we need to do two more, I think. Maybe one or two more? Actually, how much is left? Is it still turf and dirt? No, we're good. Right, let's get this off. There we go. Right, so that's 53%. So I think we need like 2 or 4 more dumper truck loads. I think it's 4. You have some cool goals for this year. I have one goal, which, from a YouTube point of view, my one goal, it could actually happen if I actually put some fucking effort into shit this year. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to say where I'm going, just in case I get mobbed, you know. My 7,000 subscribers might know where I'm going on holiday, and I'll get mobbed by you lot, and I'll have to, like, sign lots of things. Yeah, I doubt that'll ever happen, but hey, it's all, you know, dreams. Yeah, we're going away, taking the kids. It was my dad's idea. My dad literally said, he said, hey, do you want to go on holiday next year? I was like, yeah, well, when? So we had a little chat of when and everything else when they came down in September. And because they literally came down for like, oh no, that was it. That was in November. They came down for like 3 hours to come and see us. And obviously they were visiting other people, but they spent 3 hours with us. That was all that was all the time we had with them. And yeah, my dad just said, hey, do you want to go on holiday next year? I was like, well, yeah, but you know, how much? And he goes, don't worry about the cost of the holiday. All you got to do is worry about your food and drink and your kids and bits and pieces. I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, he paid for it. I was like, okay. So yeah, I'm ever in debt to my dad, basically. It's a long time with family, Christmas and New Year. I've had my mum playing some music and having oh, nice. That sounds awesome. Yeah, no. In all honesty, it's going to be nowhere special, but it's yeah, it's literally the first holiday I've been on for about 15 years that isn't a music festival or like going to see my parents or like Kerry's parents. So yeah, kids we're taking the kids. My dad, he's paying for. My dad and my mum are literally paying for them to go on holiday. My two brothers, my brother's family, and my family. And it's like, that's ridiculous. obviously he got a good deal. That's why he did it. But it just means we're actually all going away as an actual family instead of just, you know, spending it separately. Because that's the problem with like the arrangement between me and my family of like where we live. Now I live where I wanted to live. My brother stayed where he is because he married into basically where he lives. And that means that I'm 300 miles away from my parents. But it was my choice. But it's just nice that we're actually all going away on holiday. I would say my one main goal this year, well, for 2022, would be to hit 20,000 subscribers. If I can hit 20k, I'm basically where I want to be. So 13,000 subscribers to go, basically. And that would be nice. According to Social Blade, my goal of like 10,000 is like in the next 6 months, but I understand it. But you never know. I mean, something might hit and something might run and all of a sudden my channel just blows up. That would be nice. Moving out and finish a game. All achievable, man. You can do it. But the plus side to living at home is that you don't have to pay as much rent as moving out into your own place. Because moving out sucks. Like, if you're young and you're trying to get your own place and you're moving out and everything, my God, is it expensive. When I moved out from my parents' home to where I lived, you get a massive dose of reality of literally, holy crap, this is real. Sorry. If you could hit 5k, you'd be happy. Man, you need to nail it. 5k is good, it really is. But I think you could do it. I'm just not sure of consistency, you know. So I don't know how many videos you're going to be putting out in that time. Don't forget, if you want to talk about YouTube, you got me on Discord. You know where I am. Oh, that's fine. When you're paying rent at home, it's a lot cheaper than paying rent when you move out. When I lived at home, my rent was £45 a week. And that was like electric, washing, food, that sort of thing. My parents would basically, they'd take my 45 quid, they'd buy like, you know, half the food. That'd be like 1/3 of the food budget sort of thing. Because they had to feed me and my two brothers and themselves. So I paid rent. My young brother was in college, so he didn't pay anything. And my youngest brother was in school at the time, so he didn't pay anything either. And then when I moved out, my next brother down, he had to pay rent to my parents. And that's because he had a job and he had to do this and he had to do that. And now the only brother that now lives at home with my parents has to pay rent, and that's how it goes. But that £45 a week, man, I wish I was paying that like when I first moved out. When I first moved out and I was like, shit, I got to pay rent. And that's £450 a month. Shit. And then it was like, now you got to pay your own water bill. Now you got to pay your own gas. Now you got, and it's like, literally, I was working 2 jobs just to keep myself alive. And it was like, holy crap. You soon realise how expensive the world is when you move out your parents' house. I was like, no. I mean, nowadays, yeah, it's not easy, but you got a little bit, when you get older, you get a little bit of understanding of how much everything costs, and you can budget better because you've already got that world experience. But yeah, the way I learned, really fucking harshly. I went bankrupt. I know I'm laughing at it, but it was a crappy part of my life at that point when I was in debt up to my eyeballs, and it was I had to go to court. I had to pay to go bankrupt, and the legal fees and everything else was like £450 to £500 back then. It's like £750 now, maybe a bit more. So I had to pay to go bankrupt, and then that sits on your account for like 5 years. You're not allowed a bank account. You're not allowed anything. Not allowed an overdraft. You're not allowed a credit card, and you're just not allowed. So building site account, you're allowed. Cash builder, you're allowed. And you're not allowed anything else. You're wasting paper by harvesting from the bottom. I gotta be honest, man, Ryan. I'm not really worried. I don't really worry. The reason why I don't really worry is because I've already done the game, so I just sort of mull around and play the game. If I was competitioning this like leaderboard style, yeah, I'd be up the top with my bulldozer. Not bulldozer. I'd be like bucketing it in, you know. Michael VX, what's up, dude? You thought about any other games you're playing in the new year? I have a wish list full of them. If you're interested in looking at that list, there is one. It came up today, and it was called Small Land, I think it's called. Looks a little bit like Grounded, but it looks a little bit more like an RPG version. So that took my fancy. But there are 135 games on my wish list. So if any of those come out, it's all good. No, they're not making a sequel. There is a game coming out at some point called Gold Hunter, but that's a some point game. It's been in development for the last sort of like 4 to 5 years, and you have to pay at the moment to play the demo, which is like 20 quid, like UK money. And I was like, nah, I'll just wait until the game comes out. But it's supposed to be like the next version of this, just miles better. But I just look at it and just go, I hope it's good. Yeah, that's the one. Gold Hunter. Yeah, that Gold Hunter has been on my wish list for the last 3 years. That's how long it's been in development for. The worst part about it I found with that was I was in their Discord for ages, and I was in Gold Rush's Discord for ages, and there is like this weird love-hate relationship between both Discords. Like, most of the people in the Gold Rush Discord don't really like the people in the Gold Hunter Discord because of, well, reasons. And then if you go into the Gold Hunter Discord, like, most people are just like, well, all the people on Gold Rush, they're like fanboys, blah blah blah, and there's like this massive toxicity between each one. It's like, wow, this is pretty random. So I sort of quit just both of them. I was like, nah, I ain't putting up with this crap. I was, nope, no, don't care. It's really weird. Like, it's a really weird, like, toxicity rival. On Epic, yeah, I saw that. Car Manufacturer, yeah, dude, that game is awesome. I hope it comes out faster, because that was a really good game. But yeah, there is a few games I've got my eye on, and then there's also, I don't know, I want to test a theory that always gets put out by like the YouTube gurus, and they always say, as a gamer, you should focus on one game, and then obviously you'll get loads of traffic because you're focusing on one thing. I was like, okay, cool, and I want to find one game that I can do that with, and so far, I just haven't found it. There's a few, but I'm just trying to think of how long that game would actually last me, sort of thing. Gold Hunter is like all Gold Rush put together. I hope I really, and I'm not saying this just because like, I'm a Gold Rush fan, but I hope Gold Hunter does really, really well. I know that sounds contradictory because I'm playing Gold Rush, but I want to see a game where it'll be good instead of just, I want to make a game like Gold Rush and then I just want to crap all over its community. That sort of thing. I want to see a good rivalry. I want to see a game that's complete. That would be nice. A complete game would be fantastic. And I don't want it to have as many bugs as this. I want it to be a solid game and not shitty. When I saw it a couple of years ago, it looked crap. And I was like, oh, I don't really like the look of it. So I've kept it on my wish list. But as I said, it's been there for the last 3 years. And it's coming. Yeah. Have I played Sea of Thieves? Yes, I have. And I uninstalled it and then got a refund with it within one live stream. Because I fucking hated getting killed by people. By the way, it's a disclaimer, by the way. I swear. Anyways, yeah, so I played Sea of Thieves, played it for a couple of hours on stream, and got really bored with people killing me all the time. So I basically refunded it. I just didn't like the fact that as a new person, you're playing this game, you're like, yeah, I want to get into this, and then you just get slaughtered by people all the time. It's like, nah, I just can't be asked. How's it going? I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Since when I actually got a while ago, there was a video I did for CMS. It was one of my tip videos, and right at the end, I made a critical editing mistake. Right, I left a bit of like commentary in, which shouldn't have been in that video. Literally, got to the end of it, I went, "Hey, all right, catch you later, guys. Peace out, have fun, and enjoy everything you guys do." And then I sat there and just went, "Oh, for fucking bullshitting, pissing!" I did like a little swearing rant at the end of it. And I left it in. And then I got a comment on that video from this guy who went, "Good video, but I was letting my kid watch this." And then all of a sudden he went on a swearing rampage. "I hate you." I was like, yeah, I'm really sorry. That was just the way I was. And I can't even remember for the reason why I swore that much. It was a good video. But yeah, because I got a bit of hate for that one. But, you know. Yeah, I left it in as an editing. That was the worst part. But yeah, but it was edited. I could have just taken it out. No, this was years ago. When I first started, I made rookie error number 1 was just like I left the swearing rant at the end of the video. But yeah, it was this person was just like, "Oh, I let my kid watch this." Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not a kid channel. I came off Elite Dangerous for that reason. I'm naturally an explorer, but you have to yeah, so Elite Dangerous for me was just because I'm not a real big flight sim fan. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but it's just not my cup of tea. My cup of tea has to have a little bit of sugar in it to make it a bit more sweeter for me. And if I can play a game that's got a lot of life in it that I can manipulate to my own will, that's all good. Hence why I like Hybridsteel so much. Because it's very open and very free, and it's like, yeah, it's what I like. I really should have done Craftopia years ago. Well, when Craftopia came out, I should have played that. I should have just got, oh god, my eye. I should have just got into building on that, but I never did. But here we go. This is so next year, in a couple of hours, I start work on my new project. It's going to be like a mini series, probably 6, maybe 7 episodes. See how things go. If you remember Trader Life Simulator, I've got another version of that made by the same people. And if you've been on Steam and you pay attention to DNA games, you'll see it. It's a medieval Trader Simulator. And I got it for them because they were just like, hey, you've worked for us before, it's all good, here's a copy of the game. I was like, cool. I went on to it, I was like, this is a really pretty game, but it's basically Trader Life. So yeah, it's going to be, I'm going to try and make it a bit more interesting, let's play roleplay style, but yeah, it's a very sort of straightforward, no thrills game. Wow, I don't know. Just got to make it like watchable. Where is the emoji effects? Oh man. Hold on. Cheers. Is it 30? Jason, you did that, didn't you, Justin? Tar very much there, matey. He admined. Gold Hunter looks dope as fuck. I hope they. Well, they probably won't. I'm gonna be completely honest, and I would be. My advice, when it comes to gaming, I would really start looking into. Yeah, I'd really start looking into getting into PC gaming if you like things like Gold Rush. Because it takes ages, if not forever, for games to be ported through to console. I still have console. I play console, but most of the games I want to play are either Steam only, or they take years to come onto console. Gold Hunter, I reckon, won't be on console for at least 3-4 years, as of release. You're probably looking at 2030, just for that game to come out. See, long fucking time. Yeah, the old emoji thing doesn't work. Don't know. There was an update onto OBS, so I've probably got to wait for an update for Stream Elements to go in. Because it's a Stream Elements thing. But yeah, the emoji thing's not working at the moment. I'm very sorry. It's not my fault. And down we go. Boff. And there we go. Right, out we come. I admit, I like it when the emojis bounce around on the screen. I think it's pretty cool. So, I have to do this though. Oh yeah, I can't do it on this. So, that one. We have to do this, don't we? Hit that bell notification. Join the Discord if you can be asked. Because, in all honesty, well, it's one of those things, isn't it? All links in the description box below. This is a work in progress. It'll make sense soon, at some point, maybe. We'll figure that one out. By the way, if you want any of the Hybridsteel merchandise, get it while you can, because I'm removing everything at the end of January. Everything. Main reason for it is because I want to try and design some new stuff, so I'm going to give myself some time. And I want to add some new merch stuff on. I want to like experiment with a new logo idea, that sort of thing. In all honesty, my Discord's pretty quiet. You know, it is the ideal place. If you ever want to get hold of me, no one else talks in there. I'm always there. Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, Discord is probably one of the better places to get hold of me, even just in DMs. Yeah, so the HYST thing, heist, is obviously like the two first letters of Hybridsteel. I want to turn that into like a clothing line or something along those lines. So I'm going to try and get open to like Spreadshop and create an entire sort of collection for it all. Mainly because it doesn't scream, hey, I'm a YouTuber. You're wearing a different style of clothing. So I might even try and get like a website direction for it as well. It's probably not worth more, but it's still there. I think what I'll do is I'll keep it on Stream Elements for a little while, but I wanna basically create a clothing line with that logo. You know, it's a bit like if you look at Jacksepticeye and Markiplier when they did Cloak, that sort of thing. It doesn't say it's Jack or Mark, but you know if you're a YouTuber or you know the scene, you know it's them, that sort of thing. So that's something I want to look into. And then push it as almost like a separate entity, maybe, or learn how to do marketing. You know? But even then, it would just be its own little thing, you know. So it almost acts as a separate entity from Hybridsteel, but it is merch on that line. But they always say, if you listen to a lot of like the bigger YouTubers and so on and so forth, they always say that merch sales, unless people are really enthusiastic about a YouTuber's like name or a merch line, they don't really give a shit about merchandise. I was like, okay, what's the best way around it? And they were just like, come up with an idea that isn't directly in line with your channel. I was like, okay, fine. What can I do? So I was going through all these other ideas and like how to make money. Right. Can I do something with this that might do something? And the HYST stuff was, it was just like, this is stupid, but it might work. So I'm going to give it a go. We'll see where things go. That's an idea. But apart from that, yeah, so the stuff on like Stream Elements, the Hybridsteel merch is literally, if anybody is a die-hard fan of me or anything else, yeah, that stuff may stay, but then it's not going to be part of HYST. So yeah, we'll go from there. What's up? Oh. Merry Christmas, 1 hour and 5 minutes left for 2022. Woo! Yeah, exactly. I mean, logo stuff, it sells occasionally. I mean, it's a bit like as Pat Flynn said. Like, Pat Flynn in his book said that the only people that will really get into buying your own merchandise would be, like, super fans. Nice. Can't really say much else apart from that. It sucks. That shit. But I know some people who support this channel will buy Hybridsteel merchandise. I get it, and it's fine. You get a heist, Rusty Nuts Garage one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the heist stuff, it will be separate from that as well, mate. That's what I'm getting at. It's going to be, I want it to be its own entity. So what I'm actually considering is I'm gonna be saving up quite a lot of my money for the next few months, because obviously I'm going away on holiday, but I want to put some of my money into this. And the best way I can do it is to literally try and find like a graphics designer, someone who's better than me, or because I've got a graphics tablet coming now. I will own a graphics tablet. But I was figuring if I could either design my logo myself properly, or get somebody on Fiverr to whack like a version of it together for me, and then I can sort of like make it a little bit more professional. That's what I'm literally thinking, difference in away from YouTube or everything, because that's how it is, you know. And coming up with, let's say, 5 or 6 like design ideas a year for just a couple of letters is actually a little bit easier than coming up with a whole new like banner logo for myself. So yeah. So there'll be two sorts. There'll be like, if you want Hybridsteel merchandise, then it is still going to be there, but I will be changing it up every now and then. But HYST is something that, or heist as I'm calling it, is just an idea that if it becomes popular, I'd be crapping myself, because that means I have to learn how to be a business manager. But it's something that they always say you should look at other ways of making money. I don't really have a lot to offer to other people. You know, that's the problem. That's the problem with being a gamer, I would say. The problem with being a gamer, how much are you thinking to start this venture? Oh, fuck all. Like, absolutely nothing. But if I do it through something like Spreadshirt, it's free. It's print on demand. And if the print on demand stuff takes, and it does well, then I'd be looking into doing it through a print on demand separate from everything. Or I'd just do it on print on demand through everything. It wouldn't be that difficult to do it myself. The downside is I don't own a warehouse, I don't own a t-shirt printing machine, and I don't own anything that would be that good. The idea is to literally do it for free, which you can do if you use something like Shopify, or you can use a standard crappy one-piece website like Wix.com, and you just buy a domain and move it straight over to Shopify, and you just open up a store like that. You shortcut everything. Oh yeah, I know for instance though that Shopify stuff is actually really good. I used to have a Shopify store. When I first started this, I used to have one. And I bought a couple of the pieces of my own stuff, because if you can't buy your own stuff, then no one else is going to buy it, basically. I was like, I'll buy it, I'll see what it's like. Like, yeah, Shopify stuff's really good. So, not Shopify, Spreadshirt, sorry. So I will probably look at going through Spreadshirt for clothing to start with, and go from there. So it mainly just hoodies, t-shirts, socks and that sort of crap. All just apparel, but if I buy a domain like hybridsteel.com or heist.com and then just link it straight into Shopify, or not Shopify, Spreadshirt, and if that works and people like it, then I'll just carry on. But that's the plan. Plan is to test the waters, see if it's any good, see if the idea is there. Maybe spend a couple of quid on advertising each month to just push the word out a little bit. Open up a Facebook page, Instagram, and so as it would be its own separate entity, I could sponsor myself. But I got the idea from a clothing company who approached me to be sponsored by them. And I turned them down purely on the fact that they were looking, they basically said, we're looking to sponsor YouTubers and streamers, blah, 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 blah. Can you buy the first t-shirt? And then from there, any sales you get, you'll get a 10 to 15% commission rate. I was like, no, I don't want your commission. I don't want to buy your old merchandise. And it took a little bit of time, but I sat and just went, why the fuck am I not doing this myself? So I just figured, screw it, I'll give it a go and see what happens. You know, there's no harm in trying, and if you're not putting any money into it, you're not going to lose anything. But yeah, that was my thinking. Apart from that, that's literally my year. Crap. Get back in the dozer. But yeah, so I hope maybe it takes off. But it is mainly the only reason why I really started doing it, like having this as a background idea, is because number one, I can't write a course. I've got nothing to teach people. Alright, so I'm not going to teach people how to be a gamer because that's just bloody retarded. I'm not in the educational space, so there's just no way that I can really capitalize on that. I'm not a great editor, so teaching people would be just stupid. And when it comes to Photoshop, that's pretty much my only thing. But then I'm not as good as sort of all the other people who are actual professional artists who teach people. So I sat there and just went, so what can I actually do? And the only thing you can really do if you're an unskilled person like myself is think, what else do people really want? And maybe a clothing brand is what I can actually do properly. Maybe. But because it's free and you don't have to pay to set this sort of stuff up because you got no money, yeah. It comes down. There we go. Another dozer full of dirt. Take another load from the side here. But that is the joys of playing games like this. You start thinking, like, what can I do? How can I do this? Oh, peace out, man. Have a good one. Enjoy yourself. Have fun in New Year. I'll see you in 2022, buddy. And by the way, if you haven't watched The Witcher, watch it. It's bloody good. Really good, in fact. Like, I was impressed by... Because I watched the first sort of 6 episodes, but then I didn't carry on watching it. I was like, oh, I'll get around to it at some point. Never did. And then when I went to my parents' place for Christmas, we sat down and watched The Witcher. Season 1, Season 2. And it was good. Right, I watched the first 6 episodes. Like, I know what happens. And then episode 7, 8 of season 1 was like, yes, this is really good. And then like season 2 kicked in. Wow, is what I have to say. I really, really, really. If you're a fan of the video games, go and watch The Witcher. If you're a fan of the books, go and watch The Witcher. If you're a fan of Henry Cavill, go and watch The Witcher. As Superman, I'm not really a massive fan of Henry Cavill. I just, Superman isn't really... I've never really had that, like, when kids are like, I want to be Superman. I was never a Superman kid. Never. I was never really a Batman kid either. No. But, obviously I like Marvel and DC. Just never liked Superman or Batman. They were always just sort of, Superman's a space alien, okay? He's got superpowers. Awesome. And then when it comes to everything else, it's like, I'll just carry on with life. But then, him as Geralt, blinding performance. We got lots to do. Do. We'd like to see Henry Cavill as Batman. I don't think he can play Batman because he was Superman. So I think that goes against the grain of what they try to do in like films. You're a Thunderbird kid. Yeah, Thunderbird's alright for me. I think when I was a kid, it was more like Power Rangers and like Danger Mouse and that sort of thing. But then, like as you get older, you start to appreciate things a bit more. But I would say that out of them all, I was Marvel more because of like you got mutants and you got like the rich billionaires with like flying suits and. You got superpowers more instead of just someone who escaped from an insane asylum, that sort of thing. I think it's more Marvel was just more suited to me as a kid. You know what I mean? Right, so where are we at? We're at... Oh, crap. We're at 99% on everything. That just sucks. Right, this is gonna. It's gonna be a little bit crappy, this, but I've got to move this down to the bottom, and then I'm gonna do one bucket of dirt with the digger, and then we're gonna be coming back here. No problem, dude. I'll still be here. Bringing in the new year, playing this, so. Geralt was too much of a playboy for your taste. That's just because he was good at what he did. I'm gonna be. If you watch the series, I think it would change your opinion just a little bit. But he's allowed to be cocky. He's a witcher. He's allowed to be a playboy. He's a witcher. Witchers are special. But I just genuinely, he just did really well, basically. Oh my god, I'm stuck on the bloody thing. I've turned off the bloody differential now. I can't remember which button is. Oh, you bag it. Hold on, give me a second. Differential lock. Diff Q. Right, cool. Oh. Well, that should be enough. Let me just run this and we'll see what happens with the collection. What's your favourite mining game? I've tried Hydroneer and Gold Rush. Any other recommendations? Satisfactory's alright if you like that sort of game. That's sort of a mining game. There isn't really that many. That's the thing. It's a very sort of like, it's not. I mean, everyone would go Minecraft because Minecraft is Minecraft. Everyone likes Minecraft, unless you don't like Minecraft, like me. 100, 100, 100, 100. I'm just gonna let it empty. I don't give a damn. I think we're full. That's good. Out of the two, I would say that Hydroneer probably has it for me. Like when it comes to a mining game, Gold Rush I like just really on the fact that I'm a fan of the TV show, and I enjoy playing this. I hope Gold Hunter is going to be a good game. I'm not having a go at it at all. I just hope it's a good game. Yeah, there's not really a lot of gold mining games. You know, it's all a little bit dry if you ask me. There needs to be more of them, but I suppose it's because the premise of the game is just gold mining. People don't really give a damn. You know, it's a very small niche. Astroneer, if you like the guy. Yeah, actually, saying that, I was looking at Astroneer today because it's only like a tenner at the moment. I think it is. It's not a bad little price. But again, I wasn't really looking into it. What's that? Is that the Hard Rock game where you're a dwarf and it's like a first-person shooter but mining game at the same time? I almost bought that, but it's a freebie on PSN next week. It's gonna be good. So if you got PS Plus next week, I think it is called Hard Rock, and it's a multiplayer dwarf game where you mine and you kill monsters. So that's up my alley for next week. But yeah, apart from that, I don't think there's really much in the way of mining games. Oh no, it's 5:30. I think this will be my last load for the day. That's the one, Hard Rock Galactic. Yeah, it's coming out for free next week. It's going to be on PSN for free. It's like, yeah, alright, I'll give it a go. Because my brothers were talking about it. I was like, yeah, we'll play it. See what we can do with it. And as it's going to be free, it's no skin off our nose. You know, if it only lasts us like 2 weeks, we're not really going to care because it's free. But it looks alright. Happy New Year, Minor Illusion. Thank you very much for kicking by. Most appreciated to see you. Not quite New Year for me yet. Not just yet. Because it's 9:15. 9:15 just means it's still 2021. Oh crap, that's Ollie. Back in a minute, guys. And I'm back. Anyways. Pick that up, put that down. Pick this one up, put this one down. Fusion lip. See, I think for me, gaming wise, I would like another mining game. But I want it to be good. And that's a bit hard to say because at the moment it just seems to be there's just a load of crap on the marketplace. You know? Doesn't seem to be anything that really screams, hey, you must play this game. It's all, well, all just seems a little bit generic, doesn't it, at the moment? There's nothing really that stands out as something that's going to define 2022 just yet. Even with, like, the rumours of games coming out, it's still a bit like, well, you know, we're just going to still be doing this. And this is where games devs need to really, they need to start looking into revolutionary, bringing out better games and ideas and not being afraid to take a jump every now and then. But there you go. As long as SnowRunner is good, you're alright, I suppose. The amount of people I get, like in DMs and stuff, hey, you should play SnowRunner, dude, it's amazing. It's like, no, I don't really wanna. I know it sounds like I'm being defeatist, but it's not really the sort of thing I really want to be playing. Strangely. Yeah, I know, I'm hoping. I am really, really hoping. If it's a good game, I'll play it. I've already said it. So, I just hope it's good. I hope that it really does do something better than what I was seeing a couple of years back. A couple of years ago, I mean, the models for themselves, they weren't really they weren't anything special. Yes, Barry, fingers are crossed. They really are. I'm hoping that maybe with this day coming in, that I can, that someone will come and work for my plant that works on my sluices, so I can change over less, so I can just go a bit harder for on there. Am I indeed? Yes. Oh, come on. Pick up the last mat, you twonk. Send the box flying, because this game's full of problems. It is. Like, a funeral tank should not get attached to that. Just should not happen. Right, so we've got to clean this now. It's all good. Turn this bad boy on. Rin din 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 din. Might help if I put a bucket on the end. Bloody, wait, fudge off. Damn box. Also might help if I turn this on. There we go. Much better. It works. Yeah, I'm hoping I am hoping Gold Hunter really does kick it, because if Gold Hunter is as good as all the rumours are saying and the people who are supporting it are saying it's going to be an amazing game, then it's going to last me a little while, and I wouldn't see any problem with me playing it. Really wouldn't. If it's shite, then imagine those people who backed that game, who went, yeah, it's going to be an amazing game, everyone should be buying this, it's going to be fantastic. I mean, it's like you've really got to think, is it going to be worth your time and effort and that money that you put into it? I mean, loads of people put in the extra money to go, we want this game to be made, we want it to be good, we want, you know, there's a lot of backing and support for it. I just hope the people who are making it just don't go, if we just use all the assets under the sun, we'll be all right. And I hope it's not like that. I really do. For the people who supported and back that game, I really hope it's not just an asset hunt and it's just lots and lots of crap. I want it to be good. I'm not saying anything negative. I want it to be good. I want it to be where people haven't wasted like their time and their money on it. I want it to be a good, decent game. Because if it's good, I'll play it, and I'll play it for ages. Because I'm a sad person. I'll sit here for ages and ages and ages doing the same bloody thing over and over again, like I always do. Always. We shall see. I don't want to play. I don't want to. So this is the thing I always said about. I don't want to do a playtest of it. Because I've done enough playtests with other games, and it's like I don't really want to do this. What I'm hoping is that I want to see other people play it, because yeah, I want to see the bog standard gamer, someone like you and me playing that game and going, hey, it's not bad, but I want someone like me to tear it apart. Oh, I know the Twitch account. I'm just not on that. I'm not on Twitch. Well, I am technically, but not. If you know what I mean. So the last time I went on Twitch was to find out if I could delete my account. Yeah, maybe. But I don't want to see the developer play it. I want to see a normal person play it. I mean, the main reason why I want someone like a gamer to play it and not the developer is because then you see somebody's true opinion of it and not like a biased opinion. That's what I prefer. That's just how I see it. Like I said, I'm hoping it's good. I'm not gonna, you know. Yeah, a normal person. I mean, if I was to get hold of a dev copy of it and be like, yeah, I'll do a review of it or look into it myself, then yeah. But why would you listen to someone like me when there are people with 500,000 subscribers who will get you more publicity? So it's the reason why they go for bigger people. I know it's full. Do 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 do. Last bucket. Do you do sponsored streams also? If someone wanted to do a sponsored stream, yeah, sure. But that's never happened. Because that means someone has to literally pay me money to do a stream. So I've never done a sponsored stream because I'm not a big YouTuber. And I'm not a big streamer. And that's the thing. That's the thing I would do it if someone said, hey, look, here's a copy of our game. Here's £1,000. Stream our game for 10 hours or whatever, and that'll basically even up. Yeah, alright, fine. I wouldn't even ask for a commission of like sales. £1,000 and 5 streams. Yeah, that's a sponsored stream in my eyes. It won't happen. And that's a small amount of money as well. Last time I heard is that like if you get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, some of those people who go, hey, Raid Shadow Legends, you should play this game. You know, the ones that spend like 30 seconds talking about a game. Some of those are getting sponsored $5,000 for a 30-second pitch. That's a lot of money for a 30-second pitch. That's like dream money, you know. $5,000 for a 30-second hit. Yeah, sure, I'd do that all day. I really would. And then people go, hey, look, Hybrid's sold out. It's like, I'm not selling out. I'm feeding my kids. You sell out. Ah, far from it. I'd be like that bloke from How High. You ever watched How High with Method Man and Redman? Just get a metal grill that says, I need money across the front of it. So to put this into perspective, this is my first day in this game, by the way. Well, actually, no, we're season 1, day 7. So I've done 12, 24, 36, about I want to say 54 hours of streaming in Gold Rush, just in this playthrough alone, but some of it was like sped up because of time for smelting and bits and pieces. Still quite a lot of time if you ask me. A lot of time. But yeah, if someone wanted to pay me to do a sponsored stream, I wouldn't say no. Really wouldn't. Main reason why is because everything, you know, everyone's got a price, and with my current amount of people who watch my videos and bits and pieces, you know, it wouldn't be that bad. I have been surprised about how many people have been watching the PlanetCraft video streams though. Pleasantly surprised, because I didn't think that game was going to be as popular as it is in early beta, but turns out it's quite popular. All in all, those streams alone were pushing this channel over Christmas without me doing anything. I was sitting at my parents' house, going onto YouTube occasionally to check my analytics. I was like, this stream now has this many people. I was like, bloody hell, you know. I was actually surprised because my streams don't ever get that high. They're normally just like DOS streams like this. But when you see how many people have like viewed that, and for how long as well, I was really impressed by it. So PlanetCraft has got to be doing something right. I played this game the first week it came out. I never liked the controls of the big machines. Never played it again. Actually, I got really quickly adjusted to the controls of the machines. It's just, my problem is every time I come off it, I come back like 6 months later, and then it takes me bloody ages to like get used to it all again. But then once I'm used to it, I could sit and play this for ages and ages and ages, and then I'll come off it again. I think it's mainly because like the first when I played this properly, I played it as a series, so I played it videos. But then I did get to a point where I was just like, if I just carry on, then I'm just not going to achieve anything else. And I really burnt myself out because the amount of time I put into this, I was like, I really don't want to do this anymore. And yeah, this game really hit me when I first played it. I burn out quite quick because I jump into it a lot. Nah, it's fine. You just gotta get used to it. That's all it is. My main issue is, as I said, every time I get into it, I'll come off for ages. But all this was quite easy to do as well. By the way, that's all I had to dig out to start this game. Dig this much out, and then you can buy that wash plant once you've drilled. Too easy, man. Too easy. It's 10 to 6. What I'm actually gonna do? Oh, that's 50. Oh, what are we? 56% magnetite. Not too shabby. So maybe in like 3 months' time, I might empty that bucket. I'm not even lying. It might be 3 months. Right, I think we'll go for a nap. Actually, let's see if there's any staff ready to be like bringing. Workers. Have we got someone in waiting? Nope. So I got 251,000. It's not like I'm poor. So workers, nothing. Just need more people working at the plant. Sleep for, what is it, 6 o'clock? So we need to do like 13 hours. There we go. 13 hours later. I'm paying 57. There you go. Provision of rent, 57 ounces. So we're down to 151 ounces of gold. And we're doing alright. Let's have a look in the rent. Waiting. So we've still got no one waiting to be working here. Need more people. Need more people. Got 3 days till summer as well. Yeah. So we've done all of this in the winter and spring month. Mainly the winter you start, that's where you're digging. Or the thawing, I would say. And then when it comes to the spring, it's literally this. Huh? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Do 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 do. This machine cannot be exited while you do. Yeah, probably. There you go. You're probably better off. I'm going to be honest. After using the dig, well, the front loader, and I would honestly say that the actual excavator is probably a lot faster. Like motion wise, it feels faster. This thing, it does feel a little bit sluggish every now and then, especially the weight of the arm coming down. And like, yep, it's going, slowly, getting there. It's on the floor. Now you got to adjust it. Alright, cool. Now you got to yep, and then we're good. Up go the ashes. Up go the ashes. Finally got around to playing the Stora demo as well. It's not too bad. There's a lot of work to be done, but you can definitely, if you're a fan of like the whole parkour freerunning thing, you can definitely see where the developers are heading for that one. Looks alright actually. Models look good. It works. You know, the running movements look good as well. And I was surprised when I looked it up, and there's a couple of like parkour training centres in the UK, and they actually have older people doing it. I was like, this is amazing. This means there is still hope for me. So yeah, it's something I might consider at some point. Probably not, but it's always good to have your hopes. Do do do. There we go. No, wrong button. Do, do, do. Down we go again. Oh. Oh, it's bloody masked singer tomorrow as well. Masked singer tomorrow. Means you have to record that as well. And Sunday. Joys, the kids want to watch it. Oh, I know. It's good to have. Oh, you tart. 99%. Isn't that what Jay-Z said? I got 99 problems that the dirt is one. Do 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 do. There we go. 100%. Just raises up, leave it in the bucket, and then we'll head off back to the plant. 10 to 10. I think the worst part is like streaming just one game for like 6 hours is fine if you've got things to do. In all the games that I would normally stream, I haven't really got anything to do anymore. Sort of just stuck. I do. Any recommendations? That would be amazing. Nah, it don't work. It's the type of channel. There we go. There's another load. We're all good. Well, I think I need to save. I think I'm going to call it. Really am. Yeah, that's about it for me. So, guys, I want to say thank you very much. It's been awesome, and with everything that's going on this year, the joys of life, COVID, and all the other crap, hope 2022 goes a lot better for you lot. So I want to say thank you very much for kicking by. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you much for everything you guys have done, and I'll see you all next year. I want to say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do, and I'll see you all in January. Boom! Fist bump to you. And I'm stuck and I can't get out.